it wasn't, then it wasn't, and then it was, I don't know. I don't know.
I get it.
We watched that movie, The Watchers. I'm gonna mention that the first part, it's not gonna be with spoilers, so you can watch it without any problems. And when the spoilers will come, we're gonna say like, spoilers ahead or something. We just came back from the movie, we watched it like 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
There was no one else in the theater.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 2 other persons.
Okay, 2 people.
2 people in the whole, we had the whole room for ourselves.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it actually was quiet and
Yeah.
I could enjoy the movie.
Yep.
So yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. What did you think about the movie?
The start?
I mean, not the start, the overall movie. What did you think about it in general?
I like the theme of it overall. It was interesting, it was mysterious, and at the start I was like, ooh, wow, I was hooked, I mean. But overall I have mixed feelings about it and what happened throughout the movie.
Yeah, the mixed feeling part, it also applies for me. But I think for the first half of the movie, I was super interested about it. And I was like, oh my god, it glued me to the chair. It was fun to watch. It was mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it got me. I was interested to know what the hell is going on.
It was good. It didn't drag itself too much. It didn't have soap stories or anything that would.
You just had like a bit of information about the main character, which is totally fine, and then we moved on to the spooky stuff pretty quick.
The pacing of the story was nice. I think the movie was kind of short. I mean, not. We're gonna talk about this later, but it was like an hour and almost half.
Yeah.
Or 20 minutes or something, so it was okay because I don't think it needed more time at all. And I think the structure of the movie was actually great.
Yeah.
It didn't have that shit when it goes to the past, then to the future, and then in the present. And
it was like straightforward.
Pretty linear.
And it worked in this story.
It worked in this movie, it worked great.
There were like a few flashbacks, but that wasn't a problem.
Yes. I think the movie had really nice, not camera angles, but really good locations.
Yeah.
Her trip to the forest was nice.
Even if you're speaking about this cinematography stuff, even before she left, I noticed that when they were filming Mina, she was always the only one in focus and you didn't see other faces.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was a really interesting choice.
Yeah. I like the mountains. They showed some rivers.
Yeah, the setting is beautiful.
The scenery was amazing. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
And the camera work was pretty good.
The camera work was also good, yeah. Especially in the room that they were locked in, they had some pretty good angles. It felt claustrophobic a little, yeah. Especially with the mirror.
Yeah.
The characters, what do you think about them? Played well? Did they make you care about them or?
Not that much. They were okay, they worked fine. I mean, and the actors were good. They were convincing, but I didn't care about the characters like that much. I wasn't like.
I think there was one character that was pretty mysterious there, if you know, but like I don't think it played that part really well.
Yeah, I think okay, you can like the old lady, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she's in the trailer. It's okay.
Yes.
The old lady. Yeah, I know. I had once again mixed feelings about her character. At the start, I was interested, but then she started annoying me a little.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It started a little interesting. It get a little mysterious because she was the older from.
Yeah, obviously she was there. She was the old lady. She knew stuff.
But then the writing, I think, was the problem. Not her as an actor or anything. I don't have anything to complain about that. Yeah, I think the writing, it didn't lean into her mysterious too much or anything like that, and it made her a little annoying. Kind of fell apart
in the mid movie.
Yeah, okay.
And like the other two people that were there were okay characters. They were serviceable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they were pretty generic in a way.
Yes.
It was like the young guy who wants to kind of prove himself and the lady who is like emotional and lost someone. It's not the most unique thing, but they worked okay for the movie.
Yeah,
they moved the plot forward.
I think they tried, like, they really tried to make you care about them.
Yes.
But they didn't
really work. Yeah.
Okay, the movie starts strong.
Yep.
I think it starts strong.
Yeah.
The first act, it's great. but after the half of it, I think, or when the mysterious goes away a little,
When they start revealing things, yeah, I also felt that.
It kind of lost me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of like mystery movies do that. Like when they start revealing stuff, you get a little underwhelmed.
Yes, like I don't understand, but a lot of movies, especially in the horror genre, at least for me, from my experience, is that first half of the movie it's great. When they lose the mystery or something, somehow the writing fell down.
Yeah.
It just completely goes away. It didn't completely go away here, but it doesn't compare with the first half of the movie. Like the first half of the movie is just amazing.
Was like tense, you know.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
yeah, when they start revealing
like,
stuff.
There's some people in a forest, in a room or something.
Yeah, in like a cube building.
And they're behind the mirror. They see a mirror basically, but from the other side, yeah, it's a one-way mirror from the other side.
And the watchers are watching them.
And the watchers are watching them, and it's creepy. It's extremely creepy. Imagine yourself like watching yourself in the mirror, and you know there's someone there watching you all the time. I mean, not all the time, on the night or whatever. But like you don't know who's watching you or what they're doing.
I was gonna say actually the whole theme of being watched. I wasn't that scared of it at the start. But there's a moment when one of the characters says like, oh wow, they're gonna watch us tonight, let's see what the new girl does, is she gonna sleep or whatever. And that's when it kind of got me like they were being watched just non-stop at night. It was actually, it gave me the creepy feeling thinking about being watched, just going about my night or day or whatever. That was like, I got the creepy feeling. It's
extremely creepy, and especially when you hear what the monsters sounds like, they have all kind of creepy sounds, and it's even worse being locked in a room and outside are them. It's like, what the fuck?
It also creeped me out. I can say this because I think it's in the trailer, but the monsters like clapped for the new girl. That was terrifying. That was terrifying.
Yes, that was terrifying.
Oh my god.
That was terrifying. Okay, so the first half it's great, the second half not so great. If you watched until now, you can go watch the movie because like we recommend it. I'm not gonna note it yet.
Yeah, but you should watch it.
But
I agree.
Should watch it.
It's good.
It's worth your time. I personally think it's worth your time. So if you don't want spoilers,
I think this is the cut-off point.
This is the cut point.
But you should stop
come
watching.
Back later. Watch the movie, come back later, and let's discuss about it.
Now the specifics.
Okay, now the specifics. I have a few points.
Sure.
They started foreshadowing pretty early.
Yeah, in the first scene, basically.
Yeah, when the main character, Mina, tried different costumes, like she lived other lives. That's a foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And then the parrot. I like the parrot.
The parrot was the best character.
Yeah, but that's also foreshadowing.
But no, I want to say even earlier in the first scene with the guy running into the forest, when he sees the thing, he says that's impossible. He doesn't say what is that or something, and in that moment I knew he saw himself. I was like, I don't know, I just had a feeling. It was like, why would you say that's impossible?
I mean, that's impossible because it's a creature, and he was like, oh, good creature.
I don't know, my brain, in my brain, maybe I'm like really overthinking it, but in my brain, if he said like, what is that, or oh my god, I would have thought, okay, creature.
I get it, but still, if you're a human, right? You're alone in the forest at night, and you see an alien, for example. What do you say? It's
maybe
like, I'm also saying that's impossible because I don't believe in that stuff.
I know, maybe I'm thinking like 5-dimensionally, but I was like, okay.
I don't think that's really foreshadowing, but it could be if you really dig deep
maybe
into
it's not quite foreshadowing in a way. It's just like a hint.
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking when Mina was like putting on costumes and stuff, like what's the point of this? But by the end I was like, oh I get it.
Yeah, there was a funny part in the when she gets in the forest with the parrot. The parrot learned the phrase try not to die. That was amazing. I liked it. I like that.
I like when they add a bit of humor.
Yes, at first I didn't notice what role the parrot will have. Sorry. I thought he's gonna be either annoying or either will reveal them somehow because he's gonna speak or do something.
I thought they were gonna eat him at some point.
No.
I was worried about it.
That, but okay.
But I'm glad he survived. He's okay.
Yes, he survived. He wasn't annoying. He was
had, like, even helpful later.
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 phrases like try not to die,
Try not to die, yeah. He's
That
funny.
was his thing.
I think they made a good choice to add the little parrots to the story.
Yeah, exactly. One thing that annoyed me,
Yes.
at first at least, was like, you know, something happened to her mom, okay?
Yeah.
And she was kind of sad and whatever. I knew that she's gonna blame herself because of something happened to her mom because of her.
Yeah, I
knew
was
it.
getting that
It
vibe
was-
from her.
Yeah, it was super obvious. I didn't like that because it was obvious. I don't know if this bothers me only or anything, but like it bothers me. But the good part is that it doesn't play into it that much. It just affects one little part of the movie later.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. They didn't like focus on her backstory that much. It was just enough.
Yeah, because usually in this kind of movies, when there's a trauma like that, it plays a lot into it.
Yeah, I was honestly
like,
expecting
the
her
ghosts
to
are gonna play around her with her mom image. The fucking
everything.
monsters are gonna mimic
I was
her
honestly
mom voice and
expecting
lure
her to like have a moment when she's in danger and she like remembers her mom and she gets out or something
Yeah,
dumb
exactly.
like that.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they didn't do it. They handled it well.
They handled it well. Yeah. They handled it
Listen,
well.
it's okay. Yeah.
I like the fact that you don't know what's out there, but it sounds creepy as fuck.
Yes.
It's great. It's a great creepy feeling. It worked for this movie, but then I don't know if you when you see there at first they reveal the monsters little by little. I think.
Yeah, which was okay.
It was okay. First you think it's like some kind of spider creature or something that crawled faster.
I think the first thing they revealed was one hand.
Yeah.
And it had 6 fingers.
Yeah, at first I thought it's like 2 eyes and then 3 eyes, and
that
what the heck?
That was once again good camera work.
Because I thought it's
eyes.
like a spider from the way they crawled. It was like a spider creature, and then it was the hand, and I thought, okay, multiple eyes of spider.
It did look like eyes, but then it was a hand with like 6 or 7 fingers.
Yeah, but then you see them in their feet, like how they get up into their feet from the crawling position into their feet. And they get super tall.
Yeah.
It was still creepy. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. When the creature started standing up, I was a little underwhelmed, but then it kept standing up, and I was like, okay.
And I was like, what the heck?
And then even creepier when the first creature that was sort of revealed called out to the others, and then you just had a bunch of the Watchers standing up. That was incredibly
when they stood out in their feet and they kept growing, I thought they're like some kind of wood creatures.
Yeah, they look like wood a bit, but they're not, I guess.
But they're not, And then you find out what they are.
Yeah, okay, so about what they are, I didn't think they would go in that direction.
Neither did I. I mean, we didn't read the book. I think it's about it's from a book.
We did not read that.
I didn't even know it exists.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Today I learned.
Yeah, today I learned. But like, I didn't like the direction that they get into the creatures, and when I found out what they are, they lost me. They really lost me.
In a way, I thought about it, but I'm not sure if I would have felt better if the creatures were like aliens or whatever. Instead, they are like fairies, mythological creatures.
Yeah, it's not about the fact that they're fairies, it's about the fact that their backstory was kind of...
yeah, it was
awkward. Yeah, it's basically the fairies were like gods.
Yeah. Among people,
and they would help us. Like we lived in harmony with them and stuff like that. And at some point, humans started breeding with them.
They had kids,
and something happened there, and we banished them basically.
Yeah, the woman said that humans started getting scared of the power of the fairies, and then they started war. So that felt like.
Yeah, okay, that felt, and I didn't like the whole story. Like we lived together, somehow they fucked and then made child, and then whatever. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
For me, that point, it kind of lost that scary horror vibe.
It felt a little odd.
It felt, and it went into fantasy.
Yeah. Which, I mean, dark fantasy exists and it can be creepy, but it didn't really work.
It didn't work for this movie because it started amazingly.
Yeah.
And I think it
needed it. I like the idea of like mythological creatures and stuff. Like, not everything needs to be aliens or monsters or whatever. I like the concept. Especially, I think the movie was set in Ireland and they have a lot of stories about fairies and
Yeah.
stuff, so it works. But the way they presented it here, like, oh, we used to live in harmony and then we banished them, it's like,
Yeah, it should have been, for me at least, it would have been better if they, okay, they're from mythology or whatever, but it should be like, we don't know much about them,
Yeah.
we didn't had anything to study them
if
or
it was
whatever.
like, I don't know, the fairies, we know they kind of exist and
Yeah,
they are
and-
scary and we don't know much.
And here's where my point of discussion that the movie is a little too long came in,
Yes.
because they played it this way because it's the creature that survives the light and they needed to make a story for it.
Yes.
That's why.
Sure.
And I think the movie would have been way better if the creatures would remain mysterious. You could show them because it
but
was
I
still
don't
creepy,
need like their entire
but
backstory.
I don't need their backstory, I don't need their motives. It's like, okay, they're creature, it's enough, it's creepy. I don't like.
Yeah, you're
mystery.
right. You're right. They kinda, I mean, they were still creepy because they looked creepy.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
They kinda lost it when it was like, oh, they used to live with us and be nice, and then we banished them. It's like, okay.
Yeah, basically now
they're upset. Yeah.
They're upset because we banished them.
Like, of course
because
they're upset.
We were afraid, yeah, and you put them underground. Like,
Yeah.
but it lost all the mystery the movie had, and it revealed it in a bad way.
Yeah. So like that backstory, that history doesn't really help. Oh, I have one nitpick about the movie. Like ignoring the old lady, the other two characters were there for months and no one thought to lift the freaking rug up.
Oh my god, yeah, that
come
annoyed
on.
me because it's if it was super
Like,
hidden.
I get it because they were trying to follow the rules of the lady and
Yeah.
she was probably like, we need to keep the dining room like this and whatever and pretend
No, I
we're
don't think
acting
because
normal.
like when they tried to push the door, she wasn't like, no, don't move the tables or anything.
She did say wait,
Yeah, but
like once, but yeah, I know, yeah, that was silly.
If it was hidden better, like near the coop or something, like put it
like
under
outside.
Yeah, put it under leaves and you
No,
trip and
it was
fell
just
and push
in the
things
middle of
over.
the room
Yeah,
under a rug.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the room under a rug.
Serious?
And you're like never gonna move things around. You stayed there for months, for fuck's sake. I would move
The
things
guy
around
said 8.
just because I'm boring.
Yeah, the guy
I'm
said
bored.
8 months and the girl said 5 months. Like, are you kidding? I would go crazy and move things.
I thought the movie is gonna lean hard into hallucinations.
Yeah, I know, because they did see some stuff when they were in the forest. But I kind of like that they didn't go that far because it's kind of overplayed.
Like when I heard about the hallucinations, I thought, okay, don't tell me that this movie, creatures and everything, it's all about hallucinations. It's all in their heads.
It's all in your head.
Yeah,
like, I hate that trope.
And that's when I thought it's okay. It's gonna play with her mom. She's gonna bring.
She did see her mom a bit.
But like for a few seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was expecting her to like see her a bunch, or her mom or her sister or whatever, but it was fine because they didn't go too far.
Into that. It was good. One thing I didn't really understand is like why the professor built the coop a one-way mirror and the glass outside. Like the professor already knew what the creatures are, right? He even catched one with him.
Yeah.
He saw them.
No, because I think he said he saw them, and then at some point he said like, "Oh, I'm gonna reinforce the glass."
Yes, but like,
I'm
put
not
more
sure
glass.
why.
What's the point of the 2-point mirror? Mirror?
I'm not sure. Maybe he was planning to bring more people there in the future.
Oh yeah, no, that's right, because he said like he even brought people in to build stuff.
Yeah, and basically left them there. So I think he was planning on more experiments.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's right. That's right.
I mean,
it just hit me right now. Yeah.
Because the professor, kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he was kind of an asshole. But
I mean, he was the classic like crazy professor doing anything for the name of science.
Yes. It was weird that he didn't bring anyone with him to study them. Like,
it was just his work.
Yeah, it was just his work. He was
He's
crazy about it, I guess. I mean, he tried to bring his wife back.
Yeah, I mean, that was.
Yeah. Okay, and
motivation.
The part that I don't like about the movie, it's the fact that I liked the fact that one of the creature was the daywalker and escaped.
Yes.
I like that part.
And I like the fact that she was a creature like the whole time. That was
interesting
and cool.
Yeah, that was fine to find out. But when you found out about the fact that she was a creature, the movie should have ended. The movie should have ended because, like, who's gonna believe them? Yeah, the creature shouldn't have the motive to, oh no, I'm gonna kill her because they can't keep their secret or whatever. No, just let them live because no one is gonna believe.
In a way, I actually thought it was gonna end earlier.
Yeah,
but I thought it would end even earlier. So I thought first it would end before they revealed the old woman was a creature, and like that was very lame because it was like, oh, they escaped and that's it. Then when I found out the old woman is a creature, I thought, okay, that's cool. And then I thought it would end, but then it like kept going.
Yeah, it kept going, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Because the fact that Mina made friends with the creature is kind of dumb.
Yes, it's extremely dumb.
It's like she won with the power of friendship, basically.
Yeah, it's my nitpick on horror movies is when I don't like when they end happily.
The ending is like too happy.
And now it's like, oh no, we're
and
the same. I was a bad person.
Let
the past
fair
go.
enough, one person died. But...
Let the past go, and the creature was like, yeah, okay, maybe right.
I hate
gonna run
that
and
part.
gonna.
She was like giving the creature an emotional speech and like being like, oh, maybe you have siblings or whatever.
Like, bish, who cares?
Yeah, that part I was like, no.
Yeah.
God, why?
It's like it gives her an emotional speech, as you said, and the creature went into it because she's half human and like just think about it, you're also half human.
You know what it's like to be human.
Yes, oh my god, just kill yourself.
Don't be so mean.
I don't know, I didn't like that.
I did not like that. That I was like, oh really?
Yeah, so this is what's weird with this movie. As I said, the creature starts nice then you find out that they mimic people. Basically, you first find out kind of that they mimic voices, like the parrot. That's why the parrot is foreshadowing. Then you see body parts in the creature. You know it's a human. Like he looked like the husband of the
who left 6 days earlier and he died.
Yeah, and then you find out from the professor that that's why they watch, and that's why they're called the Watchers, because they study people basically and try to copy their movement, their look, everything, and it doesn't work that well. And that's why most of them. Yeah, for most of them, and they basically try this every night. Yeah,
they keep trying.
They have to get better.
And like the old lady, she only gets it right because she's half human already. Yeah,
she's half human.
And she gets it very well.
Yeah. And this is not my problem. Like, okay, the creatures are trying to mimic and whatever, but the fact that they're fairies and the cheesy ending, I don't know. I didn't like it.
The ending was very cheesy, especially because we get the emotional speech and whatever, and the creature lives. But then you also find out that the creature keeps watching Mina from afar, and she's like, I don't know, her fairy godmother now. They're friends now. That was like.
The movie
you didn't need to do that.
Yeah, the movie should have ended when you found out that the old lady is also a creature and
and they let her out basically.
And then you could leave it exactly like that and just end it. No more sequels because it doesn't need one. I don't think it needs one.
Honestly, if I made this movie, and I mean, okay, it's based on a book, but let's ignore that. If I changed the story, I would have made them fight, and I would have made Mina die. And she took her place. That's what I would do. I don't know. I mean, that's creepier.
I don't know. For me, I wouldn't do this because, like, who's Mina? It's just a random person, like, and who's the old lady? Just the same random person. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, I would have made the old lady succeed in her quest to become fully human, because that's what she wanted. She wanted to take the place of a human. I would have done that.
Yeah, but she's already in the place of a human, and she can take whatever.
Sure, but like the old lady,
it's basically dead.
Yeah, she's basically dead, but she doesn't have any connections. She wanted Mina's life because, I mean, she has like a sister, a job, or whatever.
You're right, and basically she could have played in her life and have a sister and a family.
Yes.
Basically,
Yeah, I think that's creepier.
For me, it would be creepier. Yeah, what you said, it's okay, but for me, it would be creepier. I think is if we continue with the unknown, like, okay, one of them it's Among Us.
That's fair.
What will it do?
That's fair. That's fair. That's also creepy.
Because like when it gets into the life of Mina, it would be like, okay, and now she's gonna live life like being Mina.
I mean, okay, fair.
Okay.
It's creepier if you don't know what she's gonna do.
Exactly.
Fair enough. No, that's fair.
Be more mystery.
I accept that.
But it doesn't end like that. It ends like crap.
This movie, it gets more and more underwhelming as it goes. And there's one death in this movie, and that was also kind of dumb.
I don't
No,
think
sorry,
it was
that's
dumb.
two, because John, yeah, whatever, the guy in the beginning doesn't count. He's not really a character.
Daniel, you are
Daniel,
talking about
yeah.
Daniel at the end.
Yeah.
That he knew that
Yeah.
already there are creatures and
Yeah,
mimic persons,
it was
and he
one
still
of those.
falls for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but because he has problems, he's like impulsive.
Yeah, sure, fair
I
enough.
mean, he played into his character. I think he played into his
Fair
character.
enough. I was a little annoyed when I saw it because I don't know, maybe if they did it earlier, it would be fine. But they were like right at the end at the boat, and then suddenly Daniel is like,
that's
oh.
that's why I was saying at the beginning that they tried to make us care about it, because this was supposed to be a sad death,
Yeah.
especially when
Okay,
he didn't have where to go, and the lady said like, okay, you can come live with me.
Yeah, I
'Cause
guess
his
that
dad
was
was
supposed to
abusive,
make us sad.
and
The
this was
timing.
supposed to be sad, but like I didn't care about any of the characters at all.
To be fair, you usually don't.
Yeah,
but especially this time.
This one, it didn't have anything to do with them. Like, okay, the simple characters, random people with
Yeah.
a little backstory.
It did not work because, like, I know 5 minutes earlier Daniel is telling his sob story about his dad, and then I don't know, suddenly
Yeah,
like, he
that's
dies.
why,
It feels
exactly.
forced.
I think it would have worked if he told his sad story earlier and then make him a little more. I mean, he was important to the group because he was the one hunting.
Yes.
But like, make the sad story and then make him, I don't know, more approachable for the group, more actions with him. I don't know. Like, he was also a little asshole in the meantime. So like, I don't care about him. I don't care about any of them.
He was kind of a mid character, like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, for me the creatures were a little underwhelming because they were like fairy trying to mimic humans.
Yeah, what they are, like, their backstory is a little underwhelming, but they do look pretty creepy when they are in a group. When they kind of look like people but messed up. Yeah, they are creepy, but their backstory is.
Again, I think the movie should have ended with one of the creatures trying to mimic a human, failed or something, and then just cut out. Yeah. And I think it would be creepy, and I would freaking kill in the forest like every character from some mistakes or from something, because it would have been better. I don't know, like finding out that they're fairies and the whole stories.
I think this happens a lot with mystery movies. It's like starts out great.
Sometimes the mystery should be remain
Yeah,
there.
Sometimes they answer too many questions.
Yes, I hate when for the whole movie they don't show what's the creature, or some movies are like that. I hate that. Like, I want to see the vision of the director. I don't like that part with you should imagine for yourself kind of thing. I mean, sure, but I want to see the vision of the writer.
There's a balance.
I want to see, and I don't need to see it like in the full light. I want to see glimpses of it. I want to see something
and
to put images together.
It started well in this movie, like the hand, the silhouette standing up. Yeah,
exactly. And that's why I'm saying.
Then it went too far.
You should have, like, okay, they try to mimic. That's why they're the Watchers. That's okay. And then you see someone morphing into a bad looking human with problems or something, and just cut out, and it would be amazing.
Yeah, it's creepier that way too.
But yeah, okay. So I think we're talking way too much about what we liked from the movie and it's not, sadly. So what would you rate it?
God, this is hard to rate because like I love half of the movie and I hate half of the movie, and I guess that should mean I would give it 5, but I'm not sure if that's my rating yet.
Yeah, no, I think for me, I'm gonna say it because I already have it. I think it's a 6, because the first half, I don't know, it catches me. I mean, I was glued to the chair, and the last movies we saw didn't keep my attention that much. I was interested in it. I was fucking focused.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what's gonna happen. I wanted to see the creatures. I wanted to see. It fell down to the end, but like, okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it fell down at the end, but I don't feel like it's ruined. You know,
I do feel like it's ruined,
no, because sometimes they really ruin the whole perspective of the movie.
Yeah, but that's why I give it a 6 and it's not like a 2, because it's not completely ruined.
No, I think I'm gonna agree with like 6 out of 10.
Wow, this is the first movie we have the same number. I mean,
is it?
No, when we started doing this channel.
Didn't we also give 6 the first one?
No.
Boy.
Did we?
Boy, look at the script. I think we also gave 6 to Sting. And you didn't high-five me.
Okay. I think I give... I don't know. We're gonna
What
see.
a guy.
Whatever.
Forgetting his own ratings, what?
Yes, that's why I keep track on the website.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think about the movie? Have you watched it? Tell us in the comments. Talk with us. What annoyed you? Why are we wrong?
Yeah. Did you like the
Do you
fact that
agree
they
with
are
us?
fairies? Or
Yeah, tell us. And we're gonna see you at the next movie.